What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are one of Martin's 20 custom shop expert dealers in the US and one of only 5 preferred online partners. So we bring you the greatest Martin guitars every day. Check out empiremusic.com for our entire selection of Martin guitars. We have custom shop, standard series, junior guitars. We've got it all. Know this, we always do a full pro setup, dialing every guitar in to the best playing experience before it ships out. You'll never get a guitar that isn't playing the best. How an artist would get a guitar from the factory from Martin, that's how we're sending it to you. We always want your trade-ins. Hit our trade-in portal on our homepage. It's empiremusic.com. Give us your trade info. We'd love to help you get a new guitar. And remember, we only carry a handful of brands that we really believe in, but we carry them crazy deep, so we give you the best shopping experience. So not only do we get you a great guitar, but we get you the right guitar, which we're really proud of. And man, this is the right guitar for somebody. It's a Martin Custom Shop 0028 Authentic 1937 with Madagascar Rosewood back and sides. This guitar is limited to 50 pieces worldwide, about half of that coming to the States. So about 25 to 30-ish guitars coming to the States. Anywhere 20 to 30, I guess is how it'll shake out. We're really excited about this. Anytime a brand does something that is uniquely special to them, I think is like my favorite stuff to talk about. And that doesn't mean always custom shop. It can be just something that is in a lane that they do that's great. In this instance, it is custom shop because this, to me, represents why Martin Guitars has been at the kind of the top of the acoustic mountain for so long. They represent these guitars that have sounds that are just burned into our brain as guitar players and as music lovers, and give us a sonic experience that is so unique to them. And I mean, they just nailed it with these guitars. As you guys know, the custom shop, we call them custom shop expert guitars, the authentic guitars, are really impressive because they have all authentic features. And what does that mean? We have a solid Adirondack spruce top. We have Adirondack bracing. That is the authentic bracing package. We'll talk about a little bit more here in a second. And then in this instance, we have incredible Madagascar Rosewood back and sides. Let me show you that. You have authentic neck profile, ebony fingerboard and bridge. You get a truss rod on this that is adjustable, which is really amazing. For a long time, Martin has made an authentic series for the handful of models that the truss rod is not adjustable, which we don't stock those guitars because we think we need an adjustable truss rod always. So this has that for you. So it gives you the full playing experience and the adjustability that we want in a modern guitar. But let's, I guess, talk about the Madagascar Rosewood first, because why bury the lead? This Madagascar Rosewood is consistently considered sonically as close to an equivalent as Brazilian Rosewood in the world. This comes from the island of Madagascar, which is off the southeast tip of Africa. It's a very similar latitude to Brazil, so maybe there's a climate voodoo going on there. It's very similar, and it's a wood that has incredible bass, incredible treble, more pronounced mids, so you don't have that. There's a mid scoop that happens naturally with the Rosewood, but definitely more vocal mids, which makes it special. What's so amazing about it, and that you can feel, and one used properly, because one ingredient doesn't make a meal, right? We can buy the most expensive wood in the back and sides and put Madagascar on the back. Great. If we don't know how to brace it or put the right top woods or take care of the rest of the guitar, it's kind of moot. So that's why spec sheets always can get you in trouble, I guess. But in this instance, you can feel the guitar just pressing against your body the second you start to play it. I mean, it's a hyper mobile guitar, a lot of expression, and you hear all these overtones immediately. There's no doubt about it. It makes it a special instrument. That's why we get so excited about all the custom shop stuff we do with Martin. If you follow us, we have a huge run of Honduran Rosewood guitars that are happening right now, and those are extremely expressive. It makes us really excited, right? So in the same neighborhood here, this is a guitar that is going to really let the player drive the experience, and I always dig that. I think when dealing with people in store here at the shop, and we're trying to play a guitar and we want to understand which one's the right one for us, the second that we're able to inflect and get what we want out of the instrument is where we should live, right? We don't want the guitar to play us. We don't want to play to its strengths. We want to find an instrument that plays to ours. And in this instance, the Madagascar Rosewood really just offers a massive power, massive dynamic range, a huge bottom end, huge top end, while staying on the bottom end concise, on the top end full with character, not some pingy mess. So that's a really, really difficult to do. At the soul of that, though, and this is where it gets really exciting, is in the authentic bracing package. And we have a lot of the custom shop D28, triple 28 triple 18 and D18 models that have this bracing package. All these authentic braced guitars, all the bracing tucks under the bridge plate. So on the back side here, it tucks under, and the kerfing, which is what connects the backs and sides and the tops and sides, all that bracing goes all the way to the edge and tucks all the way in. And a lot of instruments, the bracing will feather out all the way to about the end of the guitar here. It's not going to get all the way in. So what's doing is it's leaving energy, right? The energy goes to the end of the bracing, has nowhere to go. By connecting it to all these touch points, now you have this strong skeleton. And when you make that skeleton strong, you use Adirondack, which is very powerful. When you touch the string, that's where the momentum starts. And in an acoustic guitar, at the dumb it down, you pluck a string, the top moves, air hits the back, air comes out. The end. You know what I mean? It's like this is not a complicated beast in that way. You know what I mean? It's just like that's the general structure of the functionality. Now, what makes them special though is when they're done properly. So you use the best bracing, hand carved, maximizing the strength of the top, leading to this profound dynamic range and playing experience. Additionally, in the custom shop, you buy any Martin custom shop guitar from us, all that wood is hand sorted by body shape inside the factory. So they're taking each piece of wood and saying, hey, this needs to be a dreadnought for its density, its thickness, its flexibility. And then they do the same thing for triple O's, double O's, and single O's. And that's why when we go to the factory and hand pick woods for our own runs, that's what makes the guitar so special. Every single ingredient is picked specifically for that guitar, which is different than production guitars, which doesn't demean a production guitar, but it is the elevated experience of custom shop allows for each ingredient to be picked by hand by an expert to make sure that you're getting the best possible outcome. And man, this thing is just nuts. It's a 24/9 scale, so standard with the triple O. It's got like a 30 style neck. It's like a little bit of a V. You know what I mean? It's just like I would tell you that it's not as sleek as the golden era modern guitars, but also, like obviously if you're looking to buy this as your shredder acoustic, maybe up here it's gonna be a little bit bulkier. In my experience with all the buyers with this style guitar, that's not even something that comes up. They're playing even through here. It's still very comfortable to play. It's a little bit more meaty, but if you watch the videos that I do, I like to highlight the dynamic range of the guitar and the mids of the guitar. And I would tell you, no matter how great of a guitar player you are, if you're a phenomenal guitar player, if you are a beginning guitar player, if you strum through an instrument, listen to its dynamic range and the character of the guitar very basically, and then you listen to the mids of the guitar, it will rethink, if you do that over a handful of guitars you're considering, or if, we could obviously do that for you in store here. And the reason I show these off is because you learn everything you need to know. It's like by playing Blackbird or struggling through a song on a guitar, you're not really maybe learning about what it does. So this demonstration is kind of intentional because we want you to be able to hear what's special. And what you're going to notice about this guitar is, I think what's special about it are the two extremes in a dynamic range. When you play it lightly, it's going to sound quieter, but it's not going to sound boring or stiff, just like lacking any character. It's going to have a lot of bloom. When you open this up for a triple O, it's massive, which is wild. So that's something that's really special about it. And then the mids being more forward on this guitar is amazing. So we want to highlight that, because a lot of Rosewood guitars, what happens is we lose note separation, the mids get soupy or they disappear, and you start to sludge through it, and it kind of sounds just kind of clunky. You got nothing to worry about here. So let's check this out and see what you think. lights out. The mids actually, as I pick through it individually, is the most impressive thing about this. On top of how massive it sounds strumming. I mean, this can hang in dreadnought circles all day. This would definitely hang with a J45 or a D28, no doubt. I mean, this thing has got a lot of power, an incredible amount of power, almost to the point where even at the very end when I was strumming is I guess even beyond harder than I normally would. I don't really think at that point you're really gonna go farther, but if you wanted to, it had room. It wasn't done. But the mids on this guitar are just dumb. I mean, they are unbelievable. When you're strumming through it, you're picking through those notes, you hear how powerful and strong they are. I'm not doing any work. I'm not over here like, you know, it's like I'm not gonna need to ice down after this. I mean, it's like barely touching the strings, and you're getting all this character, all this sonic information that is so amazing. And the authentic expert guitars deliver this in spades consistently because the bracing is so good that it lets the wood go to work, right? So it's like whether you choose a mahogany authentic, if you choose an East Indian rosewood, you choose a Madagascar, it allows the wood to just speak so easily that the sound just pours out of these guitars, and they're really, really fun to play because of that, because you're not working and you're just getting all this sound and all this tone and all this character and just all this stuff you don't normally get. This really is the difference between, like, it's like a surround sound experience and just sitting and watching something in front of your phone, right? It's just like, that's the difference, because you're hearing all this stuff come out of the guitar and you're like, holy smokes. And guess what? It's the same notes you played on the other guitar right next to it, or your other guitar in your collection that isn't braced like this without this quality of build. So if you're looking for that stop unity tracks guitar, Empire Music has a ton of Martin Custom Shop guitars that can deliver that in a super limited fashion. This is the 0028 Authentic 1937 with Madagascar Rosewood back and sides. Again, go to empiremusic.com. Tell us about your trade-ins on the trade-in portal. No, we dial every guitar in with a full pro setup. We are really, really proud of this. We have 3 of the best techs on the East Coast working at Empire Music, dialing guitars in, making sure that every guitar plays to the best of its ability. You know, it's just like, I can't stress that enough. You can read the reviews. We deliver amazing playing guitars. And again, if you want to get the right guitar, we have the right collection to help you do that. Our custom shop selection helps you pick production guitars, because we can tell you, hey, listen, even if you wanted to spend $1,000 more, that wood that you think might solve your problem isn't it. You're better off with this guitar right here. We're able to get the right thing for you. We're delivering the right guitars. Custom shop, standard series, import, whatever you're after, they're all treated the same. We'd love to talk to you. To chat with us on the site, give us a call at the shop, 412-343-5299. Everything Martin is going down here to Empire Music, Martin and Martin Custom Shop. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. I'm Joe from Empire Music. Check out all of our authentics, including this 0028 1937 with Madagascar. Thanks for watching.